philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software, I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Performing technical analysis is no easy task for any investor unless conducted with a professional stock charting service. At Phil's Gang, we offer a choice of high-power, color-coded stock charts, all seamlessly integrated, so you could tackle the market the way you want to. The Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 Stock Charts. From Phil's Gang are high-performance HTML5 web-based charts that work on any browser and device, so you could put live streaming data and fully interactive charts in the palm of your hand. Phil Grandy designed the MV software to have the best features, and so far the early reviews have been great. You can plot charts on an intraday basis as well as on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. There is also a built-in watch list that you can customize to your liking. For more information, go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
Let people bring their money back home, companies bring their money back home and reinvest it in this country. That is a critical piece of tax reform, which we know will create jobs.
Is it going to get done this year?
Yeah, it's going to get done.
You and President on the same page on the principles?
We are, very much so.
Amazing surge in optimism, which is now manifesting into reality.
I think the optimism out there is palpable. I think once we get the tax package through, and I believe we will this summer, I think this economy is ready to just roar.
Just roar. The economy's going to roar. I hope so. But, you know, we've heard this before. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. That's why I don't believe these jibber-jabbers. When I invest in stocks, I don't invest taking in what they say. You got to be out of your mind. Or what anybody says, any of these jibber-jabbers on these shows, CNBC or Fox Bulls and Bears, any of those shows, if I followed them, I'd be broke. See, only the big guys know where the money's going. That's what we follow. If you follow this jibber-jabber, what they say does not add up with what's going on in this country. Retail store closures in America this year has exploded by 100%. But this dope turns around and tells us, wow, the economy's doing great.
Amazing surge in optimism, which is now manifesting into reality.
I think the optimism out there is palpable. I think once we get the tax package through, and I believe we will this summer, I think this economy is ready to just roar.
Just roar, because we're going to cut taxes for corporations. All that's going to happen for corporations, the tax cuts for large corporations, yes, they're good. We need them so that we don't experience a stock market crash. But the problem is we keep propping up the stock market. This tax cut they're talking about is another way to prop up the market. They've been propping up the market for 10 years with low interest rates using quantitative easing, QE, which simply means they print paper, print money. And they give it to the banks. They give it to the 1 percentile. They give it to CEOs to buy their own stock. Free money. That's what's been propping up the economy. This tax cut is just another prop to really get this economy on a sound footing. First, baby Bush, when the banks started to fail, should have let the free market work and let them fail and broke them up. And took their pieces and spread them around the 8,000 banks that survived. Yeah, 8,000 banks survived, but they take the 5 biggest banks that failed and prop them up, hold them up, keep them up there. And today we're still propping up by accounting tricks that don't show their liabilities of about $272 trillion. When individual banks have about $32 trillion in liabilities, we talked about this week earlier, or last week. So a bank has $32 trillion in liabilities, $1 or $2 trillion in assets, and they do accounting tricks so they don't have to report the $32 trillion in liabilities. So, they only have, that's great. They don't have much assets. They don't have much liability at all. Look at that. They got all assets. But it's a prop up because what they're doing, they know that this stock market is up over 200%. It's all propped up. And the stock market rallied 200% when profits rallied almost, let's say, 5%. And the economy grows 1.8%. Common sense tells you can't have a stock market going up 200% and an economy growing 1.8% and profits 5%. It makes no sense. So what they're going to do, they keep telling us the PE ratios or the values of these stocks that we have right now have a certain value of 17. No, they don't. They should be 14. They know that. So all the tax cuts are going to do is fill in that gap, because when you cut taxes for corporations, a big cut, then their earnings go up. So that means they're going to fill in the difference between the 14 and the 17, which is the bubble, which is a big bubble that's been created in the last 8 years. That's the bubble that should be cracking and dropping this market by 50%. Which they should allow it to do, because then we can rebuild again. Rebuild on a good, sound footing. We keep rebuilding on sand. We keep rebuilding on quicksand, on mud. It's like one of those, you see a mouse going around in a circle, right? Or one of those wheels. That's what we're doing. Household incomes have grown 28% in the past 13 years, but our cost of living has gone 35%. Oh, nobody's going to tell you that, though. They'll tell you there's hardly any inflation. 2%. Aunt keeps telling us 2%. You know why she tells us 2%? So she can justify keeping interest rates near zero. You know why she tells you 2%? So she can take 88 million people who are on Social Security and make sure they don't get a cost of living increase. But mostly she lies because she doesn't really want people to know that, that at this kind of a rate, I mean, think about it. If household income is growing at 28% and your cost of living is going up 35%, and she's saying that inflation is only 2%, and that's how she keeps interest rates so low. Otherwise, people would be down in Washington rioting. It's unbelievable.
The decisions that the committee makes will be data dependent.
Data dependent? No, well, whose data? Data that she makes up. So let's think about it. Household income grows 28%. Cost of living up 35% in the same time period. Now, some of the largest expenses for consumers, which, remember, consumers make up 70% of our economic growth, but take the largest expenses: medical care, food, housing, has outpaced income growth big time. And people are using credit cards to cover the necessities when their income just isn't cutting it. But now their credit cards are tapped. Almost 6 out of every 10 Americans do not have enough money saved to cover a $500 emergency expense. How many times you heard that? That's the truth. Roughly 80% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and they're telling us the economy's doing great. And they're carrying enough debt that interest payments consume the bulk of their disposable income. And then you got 50% of all taxes are being paid by the top 10% income earners. The other 50% of all taxes are paid by remaining 90%, of which 67% have less than $500 in savings. But yet we're being told every day how terrific things are. Everything's terrific.
You know, improvements in business sentiment, improvements in consumer confidence are well-founded.
Housing market having rebounded, with job growth being good. The consumer is the big driver of the economy.
Consumer spending's been strong for a long time.
Strong because why? Because people are using credit cards, or they went out and refinanced their house. Remember when Baby Bush said, go out and spend, take your house, use it as an ATM machine.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
Unbelievable, isn't it? That's why you want to be a gang member. Join my gang. Let's create some real wealth. Real wealth. We'll be right back. 15 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil's subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, it's amazing when I hear these arguments about how the stock market, you know, is doing so great and they're reflecting the stock market as the economy. It just drives me nuts. It really does. I'm going to run a cut here in a minute. But first, let me give you my number, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. You can call. Join my gang. It's only $39.95. And I'll show you how the market really works. As a gang member, you get all kinds of services. And you follow me in the stocks that I'm investing in. It's a great way to invest. Just join the gang. Invest in yourself before you invest in anything else. I mean, $39.95 a month and you follow me? You learn how to use a chart. And charting is so important because charting, remember, you're following the money. You're not following the jibber-jabber. Sure, give me an example. Listen to this argument last night.
What achievements...
This is Juan Williams and arguing with Waters on Fox.
What achievements... internationally, have we done well? I mean, I think all of our enemies right now are emboldened after the Obama presidency. Economically, worst recovery since the Great Depression. Race relations are worse.
Yeah, the economy's in
I don't see a lot of things.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, the stock market's going on a nice Trump run.
Oh, my gosh.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, gee, where was the stock market before?
Gee, they both are wrong. They're both wrong. They both think the stock market, they think the stock market is the economy. They're thinking whatever the economy is doing is reflected in the stock market or should spill over into the stock market. They're nuts. It doesn't work that way. Shows you how dumb they are. First, we're buying companies. When you're a gang member or anybody, when you buy a stock, you're buying part of a company. You don't buy part of an economy. Do we buy economies? No. So if companies manage their debt, cash, their resources, etc., better than the overall economy, then stocks can go up while the economy doesn't. Isn't that true? So it's similar to why I can prosper in a bad economy, because I run my personal finances differently than the overall macro economy. The same can be done with a company and with large companies collectively. Think about it. So the fiscal debt and its drag on the economy can be very different than a corporation's debt level. I mean, this is nuts. Corporation earnings are stronger now than in times past, even though the U.S. economy it sucks. You see, they came out and they said, well, they're 13% Their corporate earnings are up 13%. Now, it's a lie by 40%. If you deduct 40%, that's what you really have, because they lie, they embellish. But again, the S&P 500 or the Dow 30, they do not reflect the economy. I mean, what a stupid statement. We don't buy I don't get up in the morning. I say, see, I'm going to buy Europe. I mean, am I going to buy Switzerland? Am I going to buy South Africa? I mean, give me a break. It's crazy. So what's going on in the U.S. economy isn't reflective of what is or will happen in stocks. It just won't. It just makes no sense. They have very significant, these Dow 500, let's take the S&P 500 companies that are Dow 30. They have very significant international operations that are affected by economies as well as our economy. Much of their growth and expansion is into foreign economies. So what these and other economies are doing plays a big role into what happens in these large U.S. stock indices. We understand that. But when it comes down to it, the economy really has no impact on the stock market. It doesn't. So it just drives me crazy. I don't want to get into that because it just drives me nuts. But anyways, listen to this. This is crazy.
The biggest story of this year so far is that if you bought into the Trump trade narrative, you are underperforming in a major way. If you bought almost everything else, you are doing spectacularly well.
I think the VIX index is talking about the stock market. It's not talking about the economy. And I think the economy has all kinds of issues that are hanging out over it.
There you go. Listen to this again.
I think the VIX index...
The VIX index is the fear meter. Fear meter.
I think the VIX index is talking about the stock market. It's not talking about the economy.
That's right. That's right. We have a Trumphoria. The idea of low corporate taxes giving this immediate rise to earnings, closing a gap in valuations, and putting an end to a bubble or a crash that's almost on top of us right now. That has removed all fear. What Trump is saying about corporate taxes, going to cut these taxes, has removed all the fear that we're going to have a stock market crash, that this big bubble that we're in is going to go away. No, it's not. It's still, I don't care what you do with corporate taxes. The bubble is here. We've been building this bubble since 2008. Optimism. Okay, everybody's talking about optimism. Everybody's so optimistic because of these tax cuts. But yet, you go look at the VIX, there's no fear. There is no fear in the stock market. We have never seen fear, the lack of fear. This is the lowest since 1993. So as a result, these investors have been hiding out in the bond market since 2009, sold $20 billion worth of bonds to buy stocks. So that's causing the yield on the bond market to increase. Increasing yield indicates a good economy moving forward. But when you look at the facts, it's not true. That's why use charts. Just use charts and you'll be fine. I'll be right back with Bill Bunkley.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Recognized as an Axiom Business Award winner, the highly acclaimed Walter's Way book, authored by legendary businessman Walter Scheer, is now available in digital and audio formats at the philsgang.com Bud C store. Enjoy the stories of a relief kid who survived TB, corporate betrayal, bankruptcy, and still made millions and touched the lives of billions. Don't wait. Pick up the Walter's Way book in hardcover, digital, and in audio format at philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
Well, all of the tools you've put together for us have just given us so much confidence.
I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I love the chart.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best.
And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Listen to Phil, join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Wow. We're going to talk a lot about Trump. We're going to talk about his 100 days. And joining me, and I hope you join me, because if Mike Gallagher, Larry Elder, Captain Matt Bruce, and Bill Bunkley, they're all going to join me at Michael's on East, wonderful restaurant. And we're going to talk about the president and his 100 days. And we'll take questions, and I'm sure you got a lot of questions. And it's a great group because, you know, we all think differently, and you're going to get a good cross-section, and not everybody's going to agree. And I think it's going to be a fabulous night. And I have with me right now Bill Bunkley. And, Bill, how are you?
Phil, it's an honor to be on your program this afternoon, sir. And, hey, I'm doing great. A little recovery from covering the legislative session in Tallahassee, but very, very much looking forward to our time of talking about the real news, not the fake news, tomorrow night at our 100-day rally.
Well, anyone who listens to Salem Media, the radio station in Sarasota, Tampa area, WLSS 930, WGL 860, and 1380 The Biz knows the name of Bill Bunkley. And, Bill, I'm so delighted to be with you tomorrow night and have you on the air today. I think it's going to be fun tomorrow night. I just thought I'd give you a couple minutes here to explain to the folks what you think is going to go down and how people can participate and so forth. So go right ahead.
Well, let me tell you, we're all about the answer station, and what we're going to do tomorrow night is our folks have some questions, and we've got answers, and I'm excited. And you're right. A moment ago, you pointed out sort of the diversity we have, conservative diversity that we have. I'm excited because Larry Elder's coming all the way in from California, and Brother Larry, our colleague, he kicked off the first 100 days conversation at the Reagan Library there in California, and he's going to come talking about what he sees as similarities between Trump and the Gipper. And then we've got Mike Gallagher coming down from New York, and I'm going to tell you what, been talking to Mike since the very beginning. He has been trumpeting President Trump's policy since day one, so he's going to have a cogent analysis. Captain Matt Bruce, who is our overnight host with the Captain's America Third Watch, really as a combat veteran from Vietnam, first responder, World Trade Center, he has a great following overnight with veterans, and so he's going to have a chance to tell us from his view how our Commander-in-Chief is doing at this point. And you, of all people, Phil, you're going to be able to talk to us about why these markets have responded so favorably to Trump, and also the continued rally in the markets because of his proposed tax cuts. And again, I'm interested to, even tomorrow night, don't want to give it away today, but I'm wondering if there's a little bit of a Trump bubble in here, but you are going to be bringing it home, telling us the important things that may have some direct influence on our pocketbooks.
Oh, yes, I will, and I'm very excited to do that. And, boy, he's sure an interesting president. I'll tell you that. He's an interesting guy, and it just doesn't it get you, though, when you get the other side, the Democrats, how they criticize him. Everything he does is so unfair. It just makes me upset. Give the guy a chance, I think. And he's done more in 100 days. I'm not saying he hasn't flipped on some things. And again, I tell people, it's not that he's changing his mind. He changes direction. Any entrepreneur, they're not like an analyst. Analysts, they come up with a number, they just follow that number. But entrepreneurs, you have to sometimes change your direction to get where you want to go. And it's not so much changing your mind. And these analysts out there, and they just, like Nancy Pelosi, they just don't get it.
Well, I want to tell you, Phil, that during the election, the left, those on the liberal side of the aisle, they were afraid of Trump. Now that the president has taken the helm, we're past the first 100 days. Now they're really afraid of Mr. Trump because he's effective, and he's effective. He's effective in ways that is contrary to their worldview, and I don't think they figured out how to strategically or surgically try to counteract what he's doing. So it seems like we're having this carpet bombing that continues today. But I tell you, people people who are not on the far left or the far right, they're getting wise to this, and they're also wise to the fact that it's what you do every afternoon, it's what I do every afternoon with Captain Matt and our colleagues Mike and Larry right here on our answer stations. You know, we don't have a lot of conservative news outlets. Our newspapers here are not conservative. We don't even have the Tampa Tribune anymore. And so we are just very excited about our loyal listeners who really tune into us 24/7 on our answer stations to get the truth. And talking about tomorrow night, I'm excited. I don't know if you got the word, but we are sold out in terms of our VIP reception. We're sold out in our VIP seating. Now, we still have seats. Come on out and go to the website to find out how you can get your tickets. We got seats for you to join us. But tomorrow night, it is going to be a very, very successful evening, and people are going to walk away tomorrow night with some answers. And I'm excited to be on that stage with you, Phil, because you're going to be part of the important crew that's going to be giving them the answers they need to make their decisions moving forward.
Well, listen, Bill, I thank you. Thank you for taking time. I know you've been busy, and I thank you for coming on and being my guest. I really do. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
We're going to have a good time tomorrow night, and I want to invite all of Phil's gang out. I know in the morning they gather with you to do their daily strategy, and then they check in with you at the end of the day. So once you wrap up tomorrow at 4 o'clock, come on down to Michael's on East and see Phil and see the rest of us. I'd love to meet the Phil's gang folks.
And there you have, there's Bill Bunkley, and he has a wonderful show. Make sure you tune into him, and tune into him tomorrow night. Tune into all of us tomorrow night by meeting us at Michael's on East. Thank you very much. Okay, there we have it. So I was glad to have him on the air. Good guy. But it's going to be fun tomorrow. I'm looking forward to meeting my gang members, okay, and meeting just my listeners. So, because, you know, being here and in this box and behind this microphone, I don't get out to meet many of the folks. So I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, and I will be talking tomorrow night, just like I'm trying to explain now about, you know, this market. This whole stock market and the continuation of this market is all on this emotion. It's I never seen such an emotional bubble. And this is probably one of the, I never seen a market. Not only did we have the bubble that's created, and it's all created with you know, fantasies. Anybody can print money. Okay, I mean, if we all had a printing machine, right? Couldn't we print money? And we'd have some great lives, wouldn't we? Well, that's what the government's been doing. They've been printing money, and they create an illusion. And this is why people get hurt in the stock market, and this is why people, when the market crashes, they're stunned, and then they get angry, and they say, I'm never going to go back to the stock market. I hate the stock market. Don't hate the stock market. There's nothing better than the stock market. I don't know where you can create wealth. I'm not just saying that. I don't know. I don't know where you can create the wealth that you can create in the stock market. Because, first of all, it's liquid. In a split second, you have your mouse, you can get in a stock and get out of stock. If you don't like it, you're out. And then with the charting that I create, the charting, the MV1, the MV2, the classes, the alerts, everything that we do, you can participate as little, as much. You can go to the classes are archived. But if you're going to try to retire, and you think you're going to retire just with Social Security, do you think you're going to retire because your 401k is going to be fine? No, it's not. Most people, that 401k they have, most of the money's gone. They use that money to survive after the crash, after the housing crash. Now we got another crash coming. I mean, think about this. You know, everyone says, "Oh, don't worry about the car crash. This is going to auto crash. This is just a little crash compared to housing." Really? This is probably even more dangerous, and I'll explain why when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil's Gang offers one of the best collections of charts available on the internet. We built the Best software to have the best features, and so far, the early reviews have been great. So don't just be an investor, be a Max investor with Phil's Gang Max Investor 1000 stock charts. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Many of you do not have time to be in individual stocks. You don't have time to learn. Well, I have a solution. As I invest in my own exchange-traded fund, like the Spiders, you now can follow me. Every time I do something, you do exactly what I do. It's a great opportunity. Join philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Hey gang, be sure to join Phil Grandy at Michael's on East in Sarasota on Wednesday, May 10th for an open discussion presented by Tampa's AM 860, The Answer, called Taking an Honest Look at the First 100 Days of the Trump Presidency. Phil will be joined by Mike Gallagher, Larry Elder, Captain Matt Bruce, and Bill Bunkley. The VIP reception starts at 5:30 and the main event is at 7 p.m. Again, that's Wednesday, May 10th at Michael's on East in Sarasota. For all ticket information, simply go to philsgang.com and click on the banner on the homepage.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
The U.S. economy is doing well. Innovation in the U.S. is doing well. I think this is a period where the U.S. formula looks great.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Look, don't let any of these people take parking space in your head. When the market opens, you lose your opinion. You shouldn't have an opinion. Just look at the money. Where's the money going of the experts? When you know where that money is going, You follow it, and that's where you go. And if you like to get in on any parts of the economy that are turning up or going to turn up, like, for example, gold mining stocks, oil stocks, they're going to turn up. They are bad right now. They're getting killed, but they're going to turn up. They are going to be the big winners. Not Facebook, not Google, not Netflix, but gold, oil, especially mining stocks, they're getting just beaten to death. So if you'd like to get in on parts of the economy like that, then join me. Try it for a month. 877-600-GANG. And you can participate as much or as little. From 9:30 to 11, I'm on live. My gang members email me with questions. My charts are up, my MV1, my MV2, my 15-minute charts are all up. And then I invest. I show them, they ask me a question about their stock. I tell them what to do, what the patterns mean. And if you don't have time, it's archived. But by God, I also have a part of my program for the very, very busy person who just follows what I do and do exactly what I do. In exchange traded fund like the Spiders, a great group of stocks, 500 of the best stocks. I love the industrials. Think about it. You get a basket, Caterpillar, Eaton, GE, Boeing, UPS. You buy them all in one basket. And then we follow it. It doesn't mean you go in immediately and you put in $1,000 or $10,000. We go in slow. We use what they call a scout, just to engage ourselves in that stock, and we watch it. Sometimes we watch it for a month before we actually start investing. We put in a scout. We buy like one share we call them a scout, or 2 shares, just to stay on top of it, watch, see how it turns out, how they're being affected by the tax law or this or that. And that's how you invest. And then what you do is just follow me and what I am invested in. Now remember, as I said to you, it's $39.95. And all I ask, and that's not much, not for what we do. All I ask you, help out St. Jude when you start making money. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Call now and become a member. Try it for 30 days. So remember this. What the economy is doing does not reflect accurately what a stock is going to do or is doing. Remember that. Don't let these people talk you, take parking space in your head. The economy and stocks, they don't have anything to do with each other. Now, I don't mean ignore what the economy is doing by any means. There are times, obviously, when the economy turns south and takes down some companies and stock prices. Sure, that happens. But just never resolve in your mind that a down economy equals a down stock market, and that a up economy means an up stock market. It just, again, these people are wrong. And that's the beautiful thing about when you, because what they do is they're talking fantasies. That's what they're doing.
Wall Street can be deceiving.
Well, I think Wall Street is distinctly different than every other part of the economy, because Wall Street in the end deals in fantasies. They trade in the promise, and when the trading and the promises get completely out of hand, and Wall Street is really just dealing in phantoms, that's where the danger comes.
Sure is a lot of danger, too. So what I'll do is I'll look, for example, I'll look at I stay with just different groups. I don't look at every stock. I don't look at every group of stocks. I like, for example, the industrials. I like the material stocks. That's where a lot of the money goes. I like, of course, the commodity stocks. But the key is I take 5 stocks and I stay in those same 5 stocks all year. And as a gang member, you can follow me in those same 5 stocks that I have. And then I do a few exchange-traded funds, and I have the exchange-traded funds because it's a wonderful thing for people who are very busy and don't have time to dedicate themselves to learn how to do individual stocks. You know, if you look at how our stocks have soared over the past 2 years, just take the past 2 years, our economy hasn't been growing in the past 2 years. Stocks have gone up about what? In 2 years, 30% of the 220%. But our economy's going up 1.8. Our stocks have gone up, let's use 20% in 2.5 years. But our growth of our economy has been 1.8%. And also remember this. And Trump, he's got to come out and somebody's got to remind him that the government intervention into our monetary policies as the root of all these economic crises, like the housing bubble. They interfered. They provided cheap money, cheap credit. They kept interest rates too low for too long. And the people that got hurt were the people that were in 401ks like cattle. They had their money in and they sat back and they thought somebody was taking care of it for them. They thought they'd be out in time, and that you never get out in time in a 401k. You never will be out in time. How are you going to be out in time when the guy who's managing your 401k first is an idiot? Only 401k, this is the truth. People who manage 401ks are dopes. They have little skill. That's why they manage 401ks. Otherwise, they'd be managing a hedge fund. And they get paid, for God's sakes, on the size of the fund, not on the money they make, not on the returns they create. But I want to get off the subject. Government intervention is the problem. That's what happened with the housing market. Between 2000 and 2007, Americans doubled their mortgage debt from $6 trillion to $12 trillion. And that was an illusion that was created, this fake wealth effect, that baby Bush created this fake wealth effect. Pick your payment. Here, you can breathe, we'll give you a mortgage. You got to get, it's smart, it's the government is the problem here. Trump's got to get the market out. What I mean is get rid of the Federal Reserve, rather, I should say, not the government. Yes, the government, but also get rid of the Federal Reserve is not a government agency. That's my point. They were creating an illusion, a wicked illusion. A housing boom created. Millions of jobs, they would keep telling us. Construction jobs, home furnishing jobs. They kept telling, look at the jobs we're creating. But it was just an illusion. It wasn't real. It was on quicksand. People felt rich. People felt rich. Go refinance their house. They felt rich. They bought a new SUV. They felt rich. It was an illusion. It didn't last. Why didn't it last? Because of too much debt created. That is the problem when you get government intervention. Yet the owners, the 1 percentile, benefited. They became enormously rich at everybody else's expense, Main Street's expense. Instead of cutting debt, increase savings to create a solid economy, government out there telling us, don't save. Matter of fact, you save, we're going to punish you. Unbelievable. So if you want to grow wealth, here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Try me for 4 weeks. For 4 weeks. $39.95. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.